In an earlier video, I talk about the famous Dr. Wayne W. Dyer having a life, the first 20 years of his life or so, very much like my own. Wayne was born in 1940. I was born in 1936. He lost his father, or his father deserted the family when he was an infant, and he was brought up in foster homes and eventually joined the Navy later on at 18 years of age. World War II was on, and I was evacuated and had foster homes up until 9 years of age as well, and joined the Navy, as Wayne did at 18 years of age. Then, when he got to around 70, Wayne wrote his autobiography. I can see clearly now, by Dr. Wayne W. Dyer. I wrote my own autobiography, Tom's Karma Part 1, Tom's Karma Part 2, which covered the period of when I was born until I turned 60 years of age. Wayne's book covered till he was 70 years of age, and then he died at 75. I'm still alive at 85. But what I'm very glad I did is that I wrote my autobiography whilst I could still remember so much of my life. A little while ago, I picked up this part 2, and looked at a part where I was working for the New South Wales Police as a civilian radio operator from December 1974 through to September 1976. And as I read it through, I thought, I'm so glad I wrote all this, because it details lots of things that now, if I hadn't written down the various names and circumstances, I would not remember. And it is the same for every part of that book, except for the early years. We all have a tendency to be able to remember things earlier in our life, but in the middle years, not so much. Why am I telling you all this? Write your autobiography. Write it. You will look back on it later on in life, perhaps when you're in your 80s, and think, I'm glad I did that. Because the memories, the actual details of names, places and events, especially in those middle and later years, are more difficult to recall. So it's a good idea, if you want to have something to pass on to your kids and grandkids about how your life was, how you felt about it, your philosophy of life, and how you believed you led it, write your autobiography. Once you've gone, or once you become senile, it's too late. It's too late. Sure, they'll have a few letters, photographs, perhaps a few movies, a video or two. It's not enough. Write it down. Let them feel how you felt about it. Let them read your writings. That's the way to leave a legacy.